Hi guys, Ronnie here out in the shop, really excited. I'm going to try out a new design on the Entryway bench that I build and sell on Facebook Marketplace, see how that goes. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to bring you along with me on the journey. Two-part video series. First part's going to be the build, second's going to be placing the ad on Facebook Marketplace and seeing how that goes. I got two goals with this video, and that's first one is to encourage you to think outside the box or just stay in the box and go in a different corner and think of different designs or something that you build. If you haven't built anything yet, maybe I can get you to start building that first piece. The second goal with this build is to make money, right? We're in it to make money. We're not in it for our health. I'm excited to show you this build here, so let me show you how it went. All right guys, here's what we're going to use to build the bench. All it takes is 3 8-foot 2x4s and 1 8-foot 1x10 pine. So let me run through what I'm going to do here. I got this taped off. I'm going to get 2 slats out of each cut here, 15 inches. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8. I only need 9, so I'll have that left over, and then I'll have this part left over for some trim. I'll show you in a bit. This next 2x4, taped it off. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. And then I got room for 2 end aprons. The next one, I'm going to have the side apron. 1, 2, and I got enough for another end apron. And then this third 2x4 will be the bottom brace. I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going to do that, but I went ahead and marked off 2 full length, just in case. I might use 1 and split it in half. But anyway, even if I use 2, I'll have 1 more end apron to make the 4th end apron. So everything is done. 3 2x4s, 1 1x10. I went and picked it up this morning. Cost me $48.32 for that lumber. All right, let me get cutting and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so the dimensions of this bench is 44 inches long by 15 wide by 20 high. I'm going to use these slats for the tops, and they're 1 by, so I've got 19¼ inch legs. Now, I think originally I told you I was going to use 9 slats out of that big board. Well, I wound up using 10. These are 4¼ inches wide, and that's going to give me 5/32 of an inch gap on the top. I've got 4 end aprons at 8½ inches. And these side aprons are 43½. Next thing I need to do, other than sand everything down, I'm going to put pocket holes on one side of the end aprons. And then on the side aprons, I'm going to measure down halfway and then notch out a 45-degree cut on that. The legs will be glued and screwed to the side apron. And the short aprons, end aprons, will be pocket holed. So I will get sanding, we'll come back and start putting this together. Okay guys, I'm ready for assembly. This is going to be pretty simple. So this is the side apron, and I got everything upside down, so this is the outside of the side apron. So what I did was I took my square and I drew a line right at where the notch starts straight down so I can line up my leg up to that line. I've marked out where I'm going to put the screws, so I'm going to glue and use 2½ inch screws because I'm going into 3 inches of wood. And I oriented my legs so the bad side, I call it bad side, the rough side is facing in, so you're not going to see that. You'll see the good side on the outside. All right, Same thing over here. Do the line, mark for my screws. So now I'm going to put it together. Okay, got the legs attached to the two side aprons. Next thing I need to do is attach the two upper end aprons with the pocket holes. I'll clamp them, make sure it's all squared, do that, and then we'll do the lower end aprons. Alright guys, here's all the pieces in place. Nothing's put together yet. I'm going to stain everything first before I put it together, but I want to show you what I decided for the bottom brace. I'm going to go with 3. I just cut 2x4s down to 1.5 inches. I'm going to space them probably 1/2 inch apart, 3/8 of an inch apart, and then center it on this bottom. So it's going to be just along there. It'll be wide enough if people want to put shoes on. What else? The X bracing. So I'm not going to go into the X bracing and how I did that. I have a whole video on that. I'll put a card up above, but I go into very detailed guide on how to get the perfect X bracing, and I'll just leave it at that. As far as this trim piece, so I got some pine and I ripped a 45-degree edge off, and then as you can see I also cut that point off there, the pointy part off, and then I cut it to size, what I thought would look good. It's going to go like this up under here, like so. I think that'll look a nice touch on that. And what else? So I'm going to have a video coming out soon, my next video on the actual ad on Facebook Marketplace I placed this thing on. So I'm going to put that video out on the ad I placed, everything, the description. I'm going to just run through it with you on what I listed it for. If I have to come down on it. See, I don't know yet. Right now I'm just building this. I haven't built this style before, so that's my next project, to show you guys a real life example of selling it. But you saw there's not that many pieces really. I mean, if you don't want to put the X's on, you don't have to. I love that extra touch, but you saw me put it together. It's very simple. This new design, I'm happy with it. I think that it is gonna be a pretty good seller in my opinion. Anyway, subscribe or get that notification bell, whatever you need to do to know when that next video comes out, because you're gonna want to see it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.